And so, you know, to say that there wasn't, you know, so we were making the argument at that time that, you know, this was providing at least a start for us to provide additional dollars, you know, for those additional days. But this is a really technical question because, in essence, teachers are paid based on an annual calendar. And so however way you define the calendar, you know, that's a separate question than what the salary is.
They're paid for a number of days, but it's spread over the entire year.
But it's based on the calendar days.
Yeah,
it's based on the number of calendar days. And what I'm saying to you, but and again, let me just say it this way. I know that this is a heated issue. We tried to address the issue, but because the additional days got, you know, sort of taken out of HB1, we gave that issue to the advisory council, and the advisory council is looking into it in greater detail. Yes, ma'am.
Would you define organizational unit for me?
Sure, absolutely. One of the things that we were challenged with the evidence-based model is that you have all these different components. How do you distribute these different components across a school district? And one of the things that they recommended in the model created by the authors of this model was that you do it based on school types, school size types. But when we looked at their model, they had school types based on elementary, middle, and high school. The great diversity in the state of Ohio is that we have all types of grade differences between K and 12.
Right.
Quick example, here in Central Ohio, and I don't know if it's still the case, but you know, 5 years ago, when I went to this particular school district here in Central Ohio, they had one school building just for kindergarten and first grade students in their school district. And you know, I know there are some school districts where they've got K-12 in one building. You know, because we have such great diversity, we decided to go with this concept that we created called an organizational unit, as opposed to saying it's a school building. In an organizational unit, those numbers that you see attached to the organizational unit are aligned with what the research says as sort of the ideal size for, you know, elementary, middle, and high schools, but it's also based on what the Ohio School Facilities Commission has already adopted as the ideal size for the school building plan for elementary, middle, and high school.
But it doesn't mean that the districts have to have.
Correct. They're correct. So again, this is a way to provide resources to the school district, and then once they get those dollars, they can look at how their own district is organized in terms of how they've got their buildings organized, and then allocate those resources, you know, accordingly to those buildings in their school district. I know it's quick and dirty, but here's an example. If you go through the model, you'll see that as, and Joan was saying this to me earlier, you'll see that some of these components are based on, you know, so many dollars for so many kids in an organizational unit. Okay. Another school district here in Central Ohio that's pretty nice size, got like 12,000 kids in it, I believe. They've got one high school in the entire school district, and they've got 2,100 kids in that high school. Under the evidence-based model, that one high school is 3 organizational units. Because
but it doesn't mean that they don't have to do it based on the organizational unit. They're just going to get funded based on that. They don't have to change, in other words, what they're doing.
right. So under the evidence-based model, that one high school is going to get funding for 3 principals, you know, so many secretaries, yada, yada, yada. Do they have to use all those dollars for all? No, they don't. You know, but if they wanted to separate, for instance, separate that large high school into 3 smaller high schools where they had like an assistant principal for each high school, kind of like at Brookhaven High School here in Columbus. They subdivided Brookhaven into 3 small high schools. You know, this is a way that would allow for you to do that type of configuration as well. We try to create some type of standardization, but also create flexibility, knowing how diverse the state is another short way of trying to say it. Yes, ma'am.
Probably the easiest question of the day.
I hope so.
Under this model with the IEPs, what do you anticipate the student per teacher ratio is?
Yeah, that was another area of controversy, and really for the special education services, it's, you know, we are hoping and we are really pushing for that component be used only for calculating how much money will go to special ed services in that school district, as opposed to mandating what will be the ratios and all of that. Yeah. That's the short answer. Sorry.
We know.
Sorry. But thank you all very much. Really